The year was 1937, a time of great exploration and adventure. Dawn broke over New Guinea, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, a breathtaking spectacle that heralded the start of a momentous day. A Lockheed Electra 10E, gleaming under the tropical sun, stood poised on the runway, its metallic surface reflecting the vibrant colors of the dawn. At the controls sat Amelia Earhart, her face etched with a familiar blend of determination and excitement, ready to embark on another daring adventure. She was already a legend, the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic, a feat that had cemented her place in the annals of aviation history. Now she was attempting to circumnavigate the globe, a feat never before accomplished by a woman, pushing the boundaries of what was possible in aviation. Beside her sat her navigator, Fred Noonan, their faces illuminated by the soft glow of the instrument panel, a silent testament to their shared resolve. The air crackled with anticipation as they prepared for takeoff, every moment charged with the promise of the unknown. The engine sputtered, then roared to life, the propeller a blur against the brightening sky, signaling the start of their epic journey. The Electra lumbered down the runway, gradually gaining speed until it finally lifted into the air, soaring eastward towards the rising sun, a symbol of human ambition and courage. Their destination, Howland Island, a tiny speck of land in the vast Pacific Ocean, a challenging target for even the most skilled navigators. It was a perilous leg of their journey, fraught with challenges. Unpredictable weather, limited communication, and the sheer immensity of the ocean beneath them, each factor adding to the tension of their flight. They flew for hours, the drone of the engine a constant companion. Then, silence. A silence that would echo through history. Days turned into weeks, then months, as the world waited anxiously for any sign of the missing aviators. Search parties scoured the vast expanse of the Pacific, their hopes dwindling with each passing hour, the enormity of the task becoming ever more apparent. The world held its breath, waiting for news, but none came. The silence was deafening. Amelia Earhart and Fred Noonan had vanished without a trace, their fate a mystery that would captivate the world for generations to come, sparking countless theories and speculations. The disappearance of Amelia Earhart remains one of the most enduring mysteries of the 20th century, a puzzle that continues to intrigue and baffle experts and enthusiasts alike. It is a story that speaks of daring ambition, the allure of the unknown, and the fragility of human existence against the awesome power of nature. A narrative that resonates deeply with the human spirit. It is a story that continues to fascinate, to inspire, and to remind us of the enduring power of the human spirit to explore, to dream, and to push the boundaries of what is possible. A legacy that lives on in the hearts of adventurers and dreamers everywhere. Amelia Mary Earhart was born in Atchison, Kansas in 1897, a time when women were expected to conform to traditional roles. But Amelia was different. From a young age, she exhibited a unique blend of curiosity and independence that set her apart from her peers. However, this very independence sometimes led her to take risks that others might have avoided. Even as a child, she possessed an adventurous spirit, a thirst for knowledge, and a deep fascination with the world beyond her small town. She would often be found exploring the outdoors, climbing trees, and collecting insects, much to the dismay of those who believed girls should be more reserved. This adventurous spirit, while admirable, sometimes led her into precarious situations. Her fascination with flight began at a young age. She was captivated by the stories of early aviators and the daring exploits of those who took to the skies. The idea of soaring above the clouds, free from the constraints of the earth, ignited a passion within her. Yet this passion sometimes overshadowed the need for caution and meticulous planning. She was captivated by the sight of airplanes, these mechanical birds that dared to challenge the very laws of gravity. The roar of the engines and the sight of these magnificent machines in flight filled her with a sense of wonder and possibility. However, this wonder sometimes led her to underestimate the dangers involved. In 1920, at the age of 23, she took her first airplane ride. It was a brief but exhilarating experience that left an indelible mark on her soul. This moment, while transformative, also marked the beginning of a series of high-risk endeavors. It was an experience that would change her life forever. The moment the plane lifted off the ground, Amelia knew she had found her calling. The sensation of flight, the freedom it offered, was unlike anything she had ever experienced. But this newfound passion sometimes led her to make hasty decisions. From that moment on, she was hooked. She dedicated herself to learning everything she could about aviation, determined to become a pilot. However, her rapid ascent in the field sometimes meant she overlooked critical safety measures. Amelia pursued her passion with unwavering determination. She enrolled in flying lessons, studied aviation theory, and immersed herself in the world of flight. Yet, her intense focus on achieving her goals sometimes led her to neglect the importance of thorough preparation. She worked tirelessly to save money for flying lessons, immersing herself in the world of aviation. She took on various jobs, including working as a nurse, to fund her dream. This relentless drive, while commendable, sometimes came at the cost of her well-being. In 1922, she bought her first airplane, a bright yellow Kinner Airster that she affectionately nicknamed the Canary. This small but sturdy aircraft became a symbol of her ambition and determination. However, her eagerness to push boundaries sometimes led her to take unnecessary risks. It was a symbol of her ambition, a tangible representation of her dreams taking flight. With the Canary, she began to make a name for herself in the aviation community. But her rapid rise also meant she faced increasing pressure to achieve more, often with limited resources. Her skills as a pilot grew rapidly. She practiced tirelessly, honing her abilities and pushing the limits of what she could achieve. Yet, this relentless pursuit sometimes led her to overlook critical safety protocols. In 1928, she achieved her first major milestone, becoming the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean. This daring feat catapulted her to international fame and solidified her place in history. However, the pressures of fame sometimes led her to take on more than she could handle. This daring feat catapulted her to international fame. She was celebrated by people around the world and became an instant icon. But with fame came expectations, and these expectations sometimes pushed her to make hasty decisions. She became an instant icon, a symbol of courage, determination, and the boundless possibilities open to women. Her achievements inspired countless individuals, especially women, to pursue their own dreams, yet the pressure to maintain her status sometimes led her to take unnecessary risks. Amelia didn't rest on her laurels. She continued to push the boundaries of aviation, always seeking new challenges and opportunities to prove herself. However, this relentless drive sometimes meant she overlooked the importance of thorough planning and preparation. She continued to break barriers, setting new records and pushing the limits of what was deemed possible. Her relentless pursuit of excellence made her a trailblazer in the field of aviation. But this pursuit sometimes came at the cost of her safety. She became the first woman to fly solo across the United States, further solidifying her place in aviation history. This achievement was yet another testament to her skill and determination. However, the constant need to prove herself sometimes led her to take on more than she could safely manage. But Amelia's ambitions extended beyond breaking records. She had a vision for the future of aviation and the role women could play in it. Yet her ambitious nature sometimes led her to overlook the practicalities and risks involved. She wanted to use her platform to advocate for women's rights and to inspire future generations to pursue their dreams. Amelia Earhart's legacy is not just one of aviation milestones, but also of breaking societal barriers and paving the way for future generations. However, her story also serves as a cautionary tale about the importance of balancing ambition with careful planning and risk management. By 1937, Amelia Earhart had achieved a level of fame few could imagine. She was not just a pilot, she was a symbol of courage and determination, a beacon of hope for many aspiring aviators and women around the world. She had flown across continents, shattered records, and become a global icon. Her name was synonymous with adventure and breaking barriers. But for Amelia, the sky was never the limit. It was just the beginning. She constantly sought new horizons, always pushing the boundaries of what was possible. She yearned for a new challenge, one that would test her skills and push the boundaries of aviation even further. The idea of circumnavigating the globe began to take shape in her mind. That challenge presented itself in the form of a daring circumnavigation of the globe. It was an ambitious plan, one that would require meticulous preparation and unwavering resolve. The year 1937 marked the 10th anniversary of Charles Lindbergh's historic solo flight across the Atlantic. His achievement had inspired countless aviators, including Amelia. Amelia envisioned her journey as a tribute to Lindbergh's achievement, but with a twist. She wanted to do something even more challenging, something that had never been done before. She aimed to circumnavigate the globe at its widest point, following the equator as closely as possible. This route would be the ultimate test of her flying skills and endurance. It was a grueling route spanning nearly 29,000 miles and crossing over treacherous mountains, vast oceans, and dense jungles. The journey would take her through some of the most challenging and remote parts of the world. Preparations for the journey were meticulous and extensive. Every detail had to be planned out, from the flight path to the supplies they would need. Amelia and her team spent months planning the route, selecting the appropriate aircraft, and securing funding for the expedition. They knew that any mistake could be fatal. They chose the Lockheed Electra 10E, a state-of-the-art twin-engine aircraft known for its speed and range. It was the perfect choice for such a demanding journey. The Electra was heavily modified for the journey, equipped with additional fuel tanks, a more powerful engine, and the latest navigation equipment. These modifications were crucial for the long and arduous flight ahead. On June 1st, 1937, Amelia and her navigator, Fred Noonan, embarked on their journey from Oakland, California. The world watched with bated breath as they took off on their historic flight. Their route took them eastward, across the United States, then to South America, Africa, India, and Southeast Asia. Each leg of the journey brought new challenges and new adventures. They faced numerous challenges along the way: mechanical difficulties, unpredictable weather, and the constant fatigue of long hours in the air. Each obstacle tested their resolve and their ability to adapt. But Amelia's spirit never wavered. Her determination and resilience were evident in every mile they covered. She documented their journey through radio dispatches and diary entries, her words reflecting her unwavering determination and her infectious enthusiasm for the adventure. Her writings provide a glimpse into her thoughts and emotions during this incredible journey. By July 2nd, 1937, they had reached Lae, New Guinea, having successfully completed over 2/3 of their journey. The end was in sight, and their spirits were high. They were tantalizingly close to their goal, with only a few more legs remaining. The excitement and anticipation were palpable. Their next destination was Howland Island, a tiny speck of land in the vast Pacific Ocean. It was a critical stop, and missing it would mean disaster. It was a perilous leg, a 2,556-mile flight over open water, the longest and most dangerous of their entire journey. The vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean was both awe-inspiring and terrifying. Little did they know that this leg would be their last, their disappearance forever, etching their names into the annals of aviation history. Amelia Earhart and Fred Noonan became legends, their story inspiring generations of aviators and adventurers.